All righty, let's talk a little bit today about ignition, coil, amp, ramp waveforms and why that can save you a lot of time in diagnostics. As you can tell, I'm not a young guy. I've been doing this for 40 something odd years, and you will see in some of the waveforms in there that some of them date back for a few decades. But as we know, electrical hasn't changed much, right? We have still our voltage, our ohms, our resistance. We've got hertz, we've got signals, we've got powers, we've got grounds, we've got inputs, we've got outputs. And basically what we're looking for is to be able to see certain types of patterns and understand them to save ourselves time and money in what we're doing. So let's take a look here when we're talking about diagnostic procedures and good and bad waveforms. Now keep in mind, again, we have a low amps probe and we're hooking up on a wire to look and see over the wire to see what our pattern is doing, what's happening. So typically, dimensions of a coil ramp, you can see a current limit basically from 5.5 to 6.5 amps. What you want to see is consistency, though. As you go and hook up fuel pressure on vehicles, you start getting a norm of where it should be if you're testing them all the time. And I know some guys out there, and I don't believe they're true diagnosticians, will go, I don't need to hook up on everyone. Well, that's the guy that usually gets his butt handed to him because he thinks he has it figured out, and then he comes to find out he misses that step. Because I know I've done it myself. I spent one time 2.5 days on a vehicle, and I had my man come, Mark, who was working for me and buying my shop. I said, Mark, you go ahead and check that out for me. He had it figured in 20 minutes because I got down this rabbit hole that just ate my lunch. So consistency. Rise time, typically 3.6 to 4 milliseconds. We're looking for oscillations 7 or more. And we want to see the turn off straight down. So let's look at a few. Let's look at the good one on the left here. We can see that. Real nice. There we go. We got our oscillations. We got a real nice ramp, peaks out, drops. Boom, done. Look at the one here on the right. So when we look at that, you can see how it kind of goes up. Something happens, we lose it, and there we go. Here's another good one and a bad one. Uh-oh, bad coil. Kind of back to what we were seeing before. And now we know. Like I said, this is 1988. We're going way back in time, guys and gals. So, but it's still the same thing. When you ramp a coil, you're going to know. And if you ramp a couple next to each other, you're going to find out the bad culprit. Here's another one that we're looking at. Again, see the patterns. Excuse me, see what's happening there. Here's one here, the slope caused by a faulty power transistor. We want that drop off to come straight down. And in this case, it did not. So we know we've got a problem again. Here we've got, if we overlay and we take a look and see what it should look like and what it was, there you have it. There's what we're looking for. We're looking for the one in the black. It kind of goes up and then it drops. And there we go. This one here, really easy to see. Look at all the dropouts and the hash we're getting in this. Bam. So here the computer, is actuating this. It drops out, goes back up, drops out, really causing a lot of hassles. This is the one that I always like, is where it just on the primary side of it just absolutely disappears. And I don't think many guys check the primary side, but you know what? There's times to go look into there to see what's going on as well. Another one here, Magnavox type coil. Look and see the differences that we've got, how it goes up and then it goes like steps. So these are the kind of things that you're looking for. These are the deals that will tell you, even though this is old stuff and you can say, oh my gosh, what's this guy doing with stuff that's so many years back? It's still the same. This is the basic stuff we were teaching back in those days. People think that the electrical diagnostics just came about in the last 5-10 years. We've been doing this for a long time. So we know what it takes. Here's another one. This was a test point, was a fuse block, injection coil fuse. So here we go into the fuse and we check and look at that. Look how fast we could see that there was a problem on that specific vehicle. So when we talk about that, Mechanic Alliance, we're here to help you understand better of what's taking place. Things haven't changed that much. It's not rocket science. Yes, it is. It really is rocket science because we have to know and understand these things. But I'm sure 30 years from now, it's going to be the same kind of things that we're looking at. We're still going to have our powers, our grounds. We're still going to have our electrical inputs and outputs. So anyway, we're inspiring mechanics to invest in their future, and I hope you're enjoying some of the training we're doing. If there's other things you'd like to see me put together in quick little snippets, reach out to me and we'll do that for you. Thanks and have a great day.